Welcome to SAU Magazine, a weekly news program coming to you from Southern Arkansas University in Magnolia.
This is a Southern Arkansas University News Brief. I'm Jonathan Wolfe.
And I'm Amanda Smith.
A tight budget forces the suspension of academic searches. 4 teaching positions will remain vacant as a cost-saving measure. Uncertainty of state education funding for SAU is a result of the Lakeview State Supreme Court case, giving funding priority to K through 12. National searches for these teaching positions, as well as Dean of the College of Liberal and Performing Arts, will resume if fall semester revenue is good. This will in part depend on a strong increase in enrollment.
The Girls of Promise Conference will be held on Saturday. 8th grade girls will explore career opportunities involving math, science, and technology. Information about high school courses in these areas will be provided. The girls will meet with female scientists, physicians, and computer engineers. The conference is expanding to SAU, with similar events taking place at UALR and Arkansas State. Teachers select participants for the Girls of Promise Conference and take them to the event for participation in workshops.
The annual housing fair is presented during Spring Fling. Students saw new options for the fall semester. At the fair, they could apply for summer and fall housing and had the opportunity to apply for University Village apartments that will be available in the fall. Prices for apartments should range about the same as residence halls, and financial aid will be applied to the cost. The Office of Student Life set up a full-size diagram of the apartments with furniture at the fair. Students could get a feel of the new living quarters.
Resident assistant volunteer programs are active on campus. Residents from Harrod Hall and other dorms assisted Pat King, an SAU staff employee, plant flowers under the bell tower. King is responsible for maintaining the flower beds and other landscaping around campus. Other RA volunteer programs include sending cards to U.S. troops, the elderly, Arkansas Children's Hospital, and teachers during Teacher Appreciation Week. They also hid Easter eggs at Eastside Park.
The Arkansas Farm Bureau recently held a contest for students to discuss current farm issues. This year's discussion topic was, how does a farmer access necessary funds to begin or expand a farm? 4 students participated in the contest: Amy Thomas, Kevin Hagwood, Megan McGee, and Amanda Blocker. McGee won the contest and represented SAU at the state-level contest. She won a $100 check from the Arkansas Farm Bureau.
Winners of the 2004 SAU Writing Contest have been announced. In the poetry division, Danica Ross took first place with 1 o'clock in the a.m. poem. Ross also took the short fiction contest with The Girl Standing in the Window. Jennifer Jameson won the essay division. Her winning essay was Learning Experience. The SAU Writing Center is also seeking applications for a consultant position. They are due on Friday. This has been in Southern Arkansas University News Brief. I'm Amanda Smith.
And I'm Jonathan Wolfe.
With an SAU profile, I'm Amanda Weber.
And I'm Brandy Bierbaum.
Houston Taylor is the SAU Sports Information Director and Assistant Athletic Director.
A native of Arkansas, he earned a bachelor's in physical education from SAU in 1990 and a master's in kinesiology from SAU in 1993.
He previously served as SAU Sports Information Director from 1990 to 1993.
He also serves as an instructor in the Health, Kinesiology, and Recreation Department.
Before returning to sports information, Taylor worked in the Admissions Department and held the title of Assistant Director of Admissions.
Taylor taught public school at Centerpoint High School in Amity
and served as Education Director and Juvenile Probation Officer for South Arkansas Youth Services.
He also worked as a News and Sports Director at KVMA Radio in Magnolia,
where he broadcast SAU and Magnolia High School football, basketball, and baseball games.
With an SAU profile, I'm Brandy Bierbaum.
And I'm Amanda Weber.
SAU Sports, I'm Jordan Babineaux. The Rider baseball team hammered Larnelle University with a 16-2 victory on Tuesday in Magnolia. The 6th-ranked Mule Riders improved their record to 34-9 on the season. Catcher Ross Boudreaux hit 2 home runs for SAU, giving him 10 on the season. Clayton Childers tied the school career run scored record with 170.
I'm Ross Sims. The Riders participate in a track and field meet in Huntsville, Alabama. 9 teams competed in the men's division championship hosted by Alabama Huntsville and Alabama A&M. Ed White placed 4th and Brandon Sewell 5th in the 100-meter dash. Jermaine Logan finished 2nd in the 200. The Riders finished 3rd in the 4x400-meter relay. In the women's division, Shelley Johnson placed 3rd in the discus. SAU's next competition will be on Saturday in Monroe, Louisiana.
The Lady Rider softball team traveled to Conway this weekend. They came within 1 game of completing a 3-game series sweep. The Lady Riders moved to 23-15 on the season and 13-8 in Gulf South Conference West Division play. Lindsay Knight had 2 stolen bases in the final game, giving her a total of 18 on the year. Freshman Tisha Thompson had a home run for SAU, a 2-run shot in the 5th. The Lady Riders meet Arkansas Monticello on the road Friday and Saturday.
The Gulf South Conference Golf Tournament will be held in Hot Springs. SAU will be one of 14 teams in the men's tournament, Sunday through Tuesday, at Hot Springs Country Club. The men's title will be decided in a 54-hole tournament, scheduled to begin at 8 a.m. each day. SAU finished 9th in their last tournament appearance in Cabot. SAU Sports, for Jordan Babineaux, I'm Ross Sims.
With commentary, I'm Tammy Iverson.
And I'm Nick Davis.
Last week, SAU held its annual Spring Fling.
It is a time when students can relax and partake in games, free food, and most importantly, lots of fun.
The event ran smoothly except for one problem.
T-shirts.
That's right, small t-shirts.
In an era where most Americans are growing to be giants or either wearing clothes 2 times their normal size,
at SAU, we were blessed with small through large t-shirts.
Some people may feel that this issue is minimal,
but when you wait in line for 30 minutes, you at least want something that fits.
This brings us to another problem we had with t-shirts.
Students paid the same amount of tuition, but not everyone was able to get a t-shirt.
But why order 400 when 1,500 are needed?
Students who chose to go to class were left out in the cold.
Spring Fling organizers have 1 year to order 1,100 more shirts. Extra large if you please.
With commentary, I'm Tammy Iverson.
And I'm Nick Davis.
With an SAU police log, I'm Bryan Jones.
And I'm Calvin McGee.
On April 9th, breaking or entering and theft of property. A visitor to SAU reported that their vehicle had been broken into while parked in the Green Hall parking lot. Cash was stolen from the vehicle after a window was broken. The case is under investigation.
On April 9th, breaking or entering and theft of property. 2 different SAU student vehicles were broken into while parked in the Green Hall parking lot. Numerous items were stolen. This case is under investigation.
On April 10th, medical assist. An SAU student was found unconscious in Talbot Hall, suffering from low blood sugar. The student was transported to the emergency room by ambulance and given IVs. The student later recovered and was discharged.
On April 11th, breaking or entering and theft of property. A guest of SAU's MBSF reported that their vehicle had been broken into while parked in the MBSF parking lot. Items were missing. This case is under investigation.
On April 12th, harassing communications. An SAU student reported that they had been receiving threatening and harassing phone calls. The case is under investigation.
Southern Arkansas University provides parking to students, faculty, and staff by permit only, primarily to allow the university to ensure adequate parking.
Officers of the University Police Department are able to reach the operators of vehicles more easily by using a permit number, should there be an emergency or other event involving the registered vehicle.
Southern Arkansas University assumes no responsibility for any loss or damage to any vehicle or private property.
The registrant of the permit is held responsible for the proper parking and securing of the vehicle.
To report campus crime or if suspicious activities appear to be taking place, contact the University Police Department at 235-4100. That's 235-4100. With an SAU Police Log, I'm Calvin McGee.
And I'm Bryan Jones.
College Newswire, I'm Annette Phillips.
And I'm DeCarlo Collins.
Iraq is the focus of Harding University's Distinguished Lecture Series.
This year's guest speaker is Tommy Franks.
He is a retired Army general who led coalition forces in Iraq and Afghanistan.
Franks guided 250,000 troops in military operations.
He served for 3 years as Commander-in-Chief of the U.S. Central Command.
General Franks will speak on Thursday.
Harding's lecture series features contemporary topics in politics and economics.
The University of Arkansas Fort Smith addresses fall tuition rates.
Chancellor Joel Stubblefield says UA Fort Smith operates at a lower level in state dollars per student than in 2001.
Forming Westar College, UA Fort Smith is now a 4-year institution.
Fall tuition will increase slightly for Sebastian County residents, out-of-state, and international students.
Stubblefield believes an education at UA Fort Smith is a good buy.
Tuition and fees over a 4-year period before inflation are just over $11,000.
College Newswire, I'm DeCarlo Collins.
And I'm Annette Phillips.
With this week's entertainment news, I'm Larnelle Sinegal. The Brinson Fine Arts Gallery will be holding an advanced art studio group exhibit. The exhibit will include art produced by SAU students during their journey to become artists. There will be a series of artwork by 5 students that focus on the exploration and expression of life. Each student will present bodies of work that consist of their own personal themes. The exhibit will last for 3 weeks starting Tuesday. There will also be a reception at 2 p.m. the following Tuesday. Members of the SAU community participate in a fundraising event. There are tickets for sale to raise funds for the Columbia County Single Parent Scholarship Fund. If you are interested, please call Kathleen Mallory at 235-4214. The dinner will be at the Paddle Wheel Restaurant at $10 per plate, eat in or carry out, Monday 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. You can also contact Ruth Skinner at 235-4200. That's the Columbia County Single Parent Scholarship Fund. Southern Arkansas University's Performing Arts Series present the flute guitar duo Navaria in concert. The duo consists of flautist Rhonda Maines and guitarist James Greason. Both are members of the music faculty at the University of Arkansas, Fayetteville. They have performed as a duo since 1990 and released their first CD in 1997. The concert is free and open to the public. It will be held at 7:30 p.m. on Thursday in Dolph Camp Hall. The International Student Association banquet is scheduled for Saturday, May 1st from 6 to 8:30 p.m. Tickets may be purchased from any international student and they will be delivered to you. Tickets are $5 for students, staff, and faculty, and $10 for community members. And that's this week's entertainment news.
The SAU Broadcast Journalism degree program features a wide variety of professional experiences.
Students are responsible for producing and marketing radio and television programs each semester.
SAU Magazine, a radio news program, is available to stations in Arkansas and bordering states.
The SAU Report, a television interview program, is available to cable systems in Southwest Arkansas and Northeast Texas.
More than a dozen courses are offered in the SAU Broadcast Journalism degree program.
Writing, reporting, and hands-on experiences are stressed in these courses.
In addition, graduating students are more perceptive analysts of mass communication and broadcast journalism.
They are very competitive in the job field and for opportunities as graduate students.
Information about the Broadcast Journalism degree program can be found on the internet at saumag.edu.
That's saumag.edu for an excellent educational opportunity.
With this week's SAU calendar, I'm Dallas Sims. On Monday, April 26th, SGA Traffic Appeals Court meets at 4 p.m. in the Bruce Center, and advanced registration for students with 30 or more hours continues. Tuesday, April 27th, Student Activity Board meeting at 5:30 p.m. The Residence Hall Association holds its 23rd Annual Awards Banquet, and advanced registration for students with 30 or more hours continues. Wednesday, the Biology Club has a meeting at 5:15 p.m. Advanced registration for students with 30 or more hours continues. On Thursday, advanced registration for all students begins. Friday, April 30th is Student Payday. Room and board payments are due. The State FFA holds career development events on campus, and advanced registration continues for all students. And that's this week's SAU calendar.
SAU Magazine is a production of broadcast journalism students in the Department of Theater and Mass Communication at Southern Arkansas University in Magnolia.